One giant leap, the Apollo 11 story, July 1969. A date etched in history. Humanity held its collective breath. The Apollo 11 mission was underway. Its goal was audacious: land humans on the moon and bring them back safely to Earth. This was more than just a mission. It was a dream taking flight, a testament to human ingenuity. The whole world watched, united. The journey to the moon was complex. It happened during the Cold War. America and the Soviet Union raced. They raced for supremacy in space. This space race pushed technology. It fueled incredible innovations quickly. The stakes were incredibly high. National pride was on the line. Apollo 11 was a key moment. It aimed to fulfill a decade's promise. The lunar module, named Eagle, descended. Inside were Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin. Michael Collins orbited above in Columbia. Millions listened to the communications. Every word, every beep was crucial. The tension was palpable across Earth. Landing on an alien world, it was fraught with unknown dangers, but they were brave explorers, ready for this historic moment. Then, those iconic words were spoken. "Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed." Relief and joy erupted globally. Soon after, Armstrong stepped onto the surface. That's one small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind. Humanity had touched another celestial body. It was a profound achievement. A new chapter in exploration began. Amidst this monumental achievement, something strange happened, a detail often lost in the main story, but it has sparked curiosity for decades. During the moonwalk, communications flickered. This was not entirely unexpected. Space communication can be tricky. However, one specific period stands out. It has become a legend of its own, a brief, puzzling interruption. What occurred in those lost moments? For approximately 2 minutes, contact was lost. 2 minutes of complete radio silence, not from the astronauts to Houston, but from NASA's own broadcast feed to the world. The official audio from the astronauts continued. But what the public heard or didn't hear is key. Some say this blackout was intentional, others believe it was purely technical. This short gap became a breeding ground for speculation. The most sensational part involves Buzz Aldrin. Rumors claim he saw something extraordinary, something not of this Earth. Allegedly, he made a comment. A hushed, urgent message to NASA. "They're watching us," he supposedly said, or words to that effect, describing alien craft. This statement is not in official transcripts, but the story persists strongly. It adds a layer of deep intrigue. This alleged sighting and comment are explosive. If true, it changes everything. Were humans not the first visitors? Were they being observed by extraterrestrials? The 2-minute silence became linked to this alleged suppressed message. Did NASA cut the feed deliberately to hide this shocking revelation from the public? These questions have fascinated many. They have fueled endless debate. The most dramatic theory is, of course, aliens. Imagine it. UFOs on the moon, silently observing our astronauts, perhaps parked on the rim of a crater. This idea is incredibly captivating. It speaks to our cosmic loneliness and our hope or fear of not being alone. Books and documentaries have explored this. They paint a picture of a secret encounter, a cosmic secret kept for decades. Then come the conspiracy theories. These often involve NASA directly. Some say the agency knew about aliens, and the Apollo missions were to investigate, or even to make contact discreetly. The 2-minute silence in this view was censorship. NASA hiding the ultimate discovery. Why? To prevent global panic or to control advanced alien technology? These theories are popular online. However, there are more mundane explanations. Technical glitches are common in space missions, especially complex ones like Apollo 11. Communication systems can overheat. Antennas might need readjusting. A switchover between ground stations could cause a gap. These are normal operational issues. Less exciting, certainly, but often reality is less dramatic than our imaginations want it to be. Proving any of these theories is hard. Decades have passed since 1969. Official NASA records show no aliens. They detail the mission meticulously. But for believers, this is part of the cover-up. Eyewitness accounts are few and debated. The nature of the silence itself is debated. Was it a loss of signal to TV networks, or a loss of direct communication with the crew? Clarity remains somewhat elusive. What does Buzz Aldrin say today? He has consistently denied seeing UFOs on the moon. He says he never uttered those specific words, not during the moonwalk, not during the silence. He has talked about an unidentified object seen during the journey to the moon with the rest of the Apollo 11 crew. They decided it was likely a detached panel from their own spacecraft or rocket. This is different from the lunar surface claims. NASA's official stance is straightforward. They acknowledge occasional brief signal losses. These were due to technical reasons. Switching between receiving stations on Earth or minor equipment issues quickly resolved. No evidence of alien encounters exists in their extensive archives of the mission. For NASA, the 2-minute silence is a non-event, blown out of proportion by enthusiasts. A simple hiccup, nothing more. So why does this story persist? Because space is inherently mysterious. The question, are we alone, is powerful. It drives our curiosity about the cosmos. We want to believe in the extraordinary. A brief silence becomes a canvas upon which we paint our hopes and fears. The allure of a hidden truth is strong, especially when it involves the final frontier. It makes for a great story. Apollo 11 remains a shining moment, a pinnacle of human achievement. It opened the door to the universe. The 2-minute silence is a tiny footnote, but it's a fascinating one, isn't it? It reminds us that even in our greatest triumphs, there can be room for mystery, for questions that linger in the starlight. The search for answers out there and within ourselves continues.